And it's very, very important in this day and age, in the economy as it is, that companies think about internal marketing. And what that is about getting all the people in the company working together more enjoyably and productively to better serve the customer than your competitor. So if you think about that's really, really powerful. And the benefit of IMA, and what we love so much about IMA, is it's a very simple way of understanding a bit more about yourself and a bit more about your co-workers so that you can work together better as a team. So that is some kind of innovation that we really want to take to the marketplace. And the third platform is that we talk to companies about getting their marketing right. Now that's not to be arrogant, because most companies we work for have a critical mass that's hugely more than ours. But what I'm really talking about is getting the marketing spend right, because marketers are spending shareholder funds or investor funds. And really, unless they are doing that responsibly and accountably, there's an issue. So I'm quite a lucky guy, because through my career I've gone through the ranks on the corporate side, right up to managing director through the marketing department, and then on the agency side I've done a similar thing, right up to MD and my own company. So I'm lucky because I've got a 360-degree view of business. I've seen a hell of a lot of stuff. I've seen a lot of good marketing, I've seen a lot of atrocious marketing. And what we've done in the company is really to encapsulate all that learning over the years into a simple formula to help people do it themselves better, sort of DIY marketing communications plan. So people can either use us to help them do it, which is nice if they do, or they can do it themselves. And David really liked it when he saw it, and he said, you should market this more, because I was explaining to him it was just a system of how we, it's really the agenda we approach with a company when we start working with them. So he created a website called Smarter Marketing Formula. Is that right?
Yes.
.com. And that's really what he wanted me to share with you tonight. And on my business card, because the other thing I loved about IMA, because we've had this phrase for a while, so it's a business development agency. On the back it says, from engagement to involvement. So engagement has been everything that's happened over the last few decades on database marketing, just collecting people's data to engage. And involvement is all about what's happening on the internet with social networks and social media marketing, because if people get more involved with your brand, that's very good. If through all the social media marketing they opt in to have a relationship with you, because you're still, at the end of the day, the best thing you can achieve is to get someone's email address or their mobile phone number, and it's opted in, because then you can communicate with them personally, as opposed to in social media groups or Facebook or LinkedIn or whatever. So that's still the holy grail if you can get that, which is why databases are so important. And IMA, for example, is another way of just getting more involved with people. So let me share the formula with you, but before I do, this is not about how to do much better advertising or much better PR or much better selling. This is really all about people. And it's really about how to make life connections with those people that want it with you and who matter to your business. So if you just think about your needs as a business and your customers' needs, what is the common element? And the common element is the individual, a person, because it's, whether you're in B2C or B2B, banking or whatever, it's people that make the purchases, the individuals, and they do that for themselves, or they do it for their household, or they do it for their team group in a big corporate, in a B2B situation, and they do it within a preferred repertoire. So you have whatever commodity of products that you buy, you have favourite brands, yeah? And you recruit the brands in and kick them out depending on stimuli that you enjoy. Now, whether that is an old-fashioned ad or whether it's a Facebook group, those are the dynamics of the communications network that we all live in today that affect that repertoire, that group. But with this increasingly complicated world, there are still only 2 prime sources of business. What do you think? 2 prime sources of business.
People you know?
Pardon?
People you know?
They're current customers and they are new customers.
Okay.
And there's only really 2 types of purchase people make of a product group. There's the first time purchase and then the subsequent purchase. The initial purchase and then the repeat purchase. So all we're selling in our little bit of wisdom, people we've spoken to over the years, all that's encapsulated in this formula. So if you manage, the more you try to manage and account for the elements in that formula, the more that will generate revenue. And I'm not going to stand here and say growth, 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 because that's the Armageddon we've had since 2008. You can't just grow, 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 grow forever. It's like winding a clock up, you know, it'll sort of or unravel. So a lot of it is about protecting business you've got or minimising decline. You know, we've got to be real about what's going on out there. So it's really about how to be a bit more efficient or a bit more profitable, just, you know, be a bit more accountable.